first time that I went to Las Vegas, I decided that I would drive there. So I asked all my buddies, you know, road trip, and of course all of them are busy except for my ex-best friend. We'll call him Joe. So me and my buddy Joe, it's about a 2.5-day journey by car if you don't stop to Las Vegas. And I always knew that Joe was kind of an idiot, despite being my ex-best friend, or because actually. But I think I started learning the extent of which, and I'm not going to get into all the things that we did, but it was sort of capitalized on the way home. Because part of the road trip, obviously, you didn't just drive straight there and straight back. You know, you gotta stop points on the way and see random shit. So on the way back, you know, we have to hit the Grand Canyon. So I guess the day before we left, or the second day in, we're in Las Vegas. I have my computer there, and I ask him, you know, if you guys ever heard of the Sky Bridge? It's a glass bridge that goes over the Grand Canyon, so you can look straight down, and if you're scared of heights, you can just shit yourself. So I said, you know, I heard people tell me this is really awesome. So I said, hey, Joe, could you, you know, look this up online, make sure, you know, we have a GPS, but just make sure we know where we're going and whatnot. So he goes online, and on the website it says in big, bold, red letters, do not rely on GPSs. They will take you on roads that are intraversable by off-road vehicles. I drive a Prius. Click here for actual directions. So he clicks on the link, and for some reason it won't load. Connection is bad. I don't know. So instead of doing more logical things such as calling them or trying again, he just says, fuck it, we're relying on the GPS, and doesn't tell me. So we're driving out of Las Vegas, apparently during rush hour, and we're going down I don't even remember the number, 82, and we get off the highway and go on some roads, and we hit our first dirt road. Now, in retrospect, there actually are no paved roads that go to the Sky Bridge. You actually have to take dirt roads to get there. But they're not intraversable by non-off-road vehicles. We got there fine. I used to slow down, don't kick up rocks bottom of my car too much. So we get there, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's like 5 in the evening, the sun's just starting to set, and there's like 5 points that they take you out, and they drive you out on a bus. And you go to the Sky Bridge, and then you have to go on Indian reservations just to get these really beautiful lookout points where you just take pictures and just be in all of Grand Canyon. And so we finally get back from doing our rounds, and we get in the car, and obviously we're not going back to Vegas, so we just keep heading east. So we're just going down this dirt road. We're in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Our cell phones don't even recognize the network exists. The sun is setting, just desert landscape as far as you can see. We just roll down the windows, weather's beautiful, we start blasting Enya. It's just really, just really surreal, and sort of that idea is like, oh, we've escaped. This is beautiful, wonderful. Sun sets, it's nice, wonderful. And the GPS says make a right turn. I look to the right, and there's not a road so much as there's tire tracks just dug into the brush. So I said, okay, well, let's just keep going. The GPS will redirect us. And we keep going, it says make a U-turn, go back to the tires that are just dug into the brush. Okay, so I turn onto these tire tracks, and it takes me about 1/8 of a second to realize there's no chance of hell that I'm going to make a 5-mile journey down these tire tracks without absolutely destroying my Prius. So, in the sort of irony that it is, I have to... this is the point where he tells me, oh right, the websites said that we might encounter this. At the point that we are now 150 miles off of the highway and the middle of butt-fuck nowhere, and like if I had ran out of gas, we would have had to just stay there and wait for Ranger to happen upon us. So the irony is that the Prius couldn't make it over, but thankfully I had enough gas to actually make the 150-mile trek back to civilization. And after he told me this, I'm just, okay, I have to spend the next 2 days in the car with this guy. Just don't start a fight right now. Just getting angrier and angrier as he tries to be like, no, it's not my fault, man. It's just trying to make, I don't even remember his excuses at this point. They just became more and more nonsensical. So that's pretty much, somehow survived the next 2 days in the guy's car without killing my ex-best friend. That's just not why he's my ex-best friend, it's because he got arrested about less than a year later for possessing child pornography. Which I figure is the level of his stupidity. Yeah.